Hello, chat. Hello. Good morning. Hey, hey. Hi, hi. Hey, hey, hi, hi. Hey, hey, hi, hi. Good morning. How is everybody today? I feel like I've been very productive the last few days. And I don't know whether that's due to me just being like randomly motivated or what. But like, I got so much done this weekend, and like, I don't know, I'm just in a good mood about it, because it was a bunch of stuff that I was gonna have to do at some point or another, but I got it all out of the way in like 2 days, so I'm happy about it. And we can talk about that later on stream, once more people come in. But today, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be animating the evolution of the mon that we did last week. If you guys remember, we did Timiglis last week. We did we had the model already and some of the animations were done, but we kind of went in and refined things a little bit, and it made things turn out pretty well. And I'm actually super happy with how the end product looks, and I went ahead and implemented a game, which, by the way, I still need to make a YouTube short for that guy. Now that I think about it, I do need to make a YouTube short for Timiglis, so that's gonna be fun. However, I'll probably make all of the Timiglis line shorts at the same time, since technically they're already in the game. Like, I'll probably just spend one weekend and make all of them. So yeah. But before that, of course, we have to like actually get them updated to the latest version of Neon's Fictex and up to par with like my standards for modeling now. So we're gonna do that today, and it's gonna be fun. I think with the evolution, by the way, this is Everglass. I think for the evolution, it's going to be a lot less work than Timiglis was, because surprisingly, I think I did pretty well for the first run through of this guy. There's a few things that I would change, like the gaps here between like the vine segments. So we are going to change that. But other than that, I think the model itself is like pretty fine. Of course, we get the shiny. And the shadow that I did here with like the pixels, like I kind of made it a shadow built into the texture. I honestly kind of like that, and I kind of want to keep it, despite it being non-standard to say the least. I also want to see if I can't potentially make him a little more saturated. Because these colors, as much as I like them, I feel like they're not, like, vibrant enough. Oops. Boop. I don't know about that, actually. Well, whatever. Let's just run through with these color updates. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know about that one. Maybe we make this one a little more. No. For one, I think this color is way too orange. It's alright. Now that I'm looking at it, actually, the texture of the entire body is kind of meh, in my opinion. So I think I will actually redo things a little bit, but not too much, because I do think that most of it is fine as it is. Whoop. I'm gonna use this color. Yeah, that's better. I like that color way more. Holy. We can do something like this. Boop. And like that, and like this. I might make it a little less pale, actually, and do something like this. You see? And then it'll just kind of be... Ooh. Okay, I actually do like this better already. We do a little bit of dithering, not too much. Look at that! I think that looks way better. Just doing something simple is sometimes all you need. There we go. Check that out. And then for the other color, we can just go lighter. Maybe not that light. Maybe this light? Yeah. Whoop. Oh yeah, and I need to make like the plant parts drooping down because that was a thing that I had. You can see here. Kind of like this. Whoop. And I'm gonna go ahead and hide the, what's it? Big leaf, medium leaf, vine. Where's the crown? Like, is this part of anything? I don't think it is. Small leaf. Yeah, it's just one of the... Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, this works. It'll go like that, and then straight back. There we go. I do kind of want to hide these, not gonna lie. That'll help. There we go. Like this, right? Yes. And then the same thing on this side as on the other. Like that. And then for the back, we get a little crazy with it. Like this, like that. Oops. And then like this. There we go. And then we can just come up here and do that. There we go. And then, yeah, he's gonna look a little bald for the moment, but that's fine, because we'll fix that in a minute. And then maybe we can do something like this here. Boom. I really like that, I'm not gonna lie. And then we can do the same on the other side. Or at least something similar. Boop, boop, boop. Like this, and then like this. Goes up to about there, right? Yes, I got. There we go. And then I need to match this, which is going to be annoying, but you know what? It's fine. Like that. Yo, King Zorwark, welcome in. Hi, what's up? How are you doing today? How are things going? How are things going? I hope you're having an okay day. We are currently doing some slight retextures to this mon that has been in our data pack for a while now, but I'm going through and we are doing some updates to it. Not much, been kind of tired today. Fair, fair. That was me after, like, between right now and when I was running errands earlier, I was just, like, on the floor, you know? Just, like, recharging for right now. But you know what? I'm here, and I am much more full of energy than I was approximately, what, like 2 hours ago? And I hope that in that same amount of time, you'll hopefully be that same kind of state, you know? But I am glad that you could tune in today, so. Yo, Mike. What's up, Mike? How are you? I'm currently trying to texture this thing. And I'm having trouble because I can't see the difference between the colors. I think it's like that. And then here we've got... Boop! Something like that. All good? That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing okay. Have you been up to anything exciting recently? Because I know I have. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I felt very productive this weekend. Which is something I can't usually say I am. So, I'm happy about that. Whoop. Something like that. No, that just looks like a beard. Boop, boop. And then we'll do something. Oh, wait, actually. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. But yeah, this weekend I went out and I got a new phone, which is cool. And it was a very long process, but I got it done. And the guy that was like selling it to me said truthfully like 10,000 times throughout the entire thing. He was very truthful. Something like that, maybe? No, wait. There we go. But, I did get a new phone, and I believe it's a Google Pixel. Google Pixel, like, 10, maybe? I think. Yo, Marcio, what's up? You were at a friend's birthday party during the weekend? It was really cool. That sounds like fun. It's been forever since I've been to a friend's birthday. Then again, I only really ever go to, like, one person's birthday that's outside of my family, so it's, like, kind of to be expected that I don't go to them very often, I guess. Something like that. You should try to finish animations for Fakemon you've been working on for Cobblemon. Also want to make some other models. You should. I think you would. I think that would be a fun idea. Just make sure you pace yourself, because if you know anything about me, you know that if I work on Cobblemon in Blockbench for too long, I get cranky, to say the least. So make sure you're make sure you don't, like, wear yourself out, okay? But absolutely. By all means, I encourage it. Okay, so I kind of like this face better. I don't know how I feel about the middle, though. I feel like just that is fine, but also I feel like it could be something like this. No, I don't like that. Boop. No. Now it just looks like he has a nose. I don't really know how I feel about that. I think this looks the best. What say you, chat? What's her name again? This Pokemon's name is Evergless. And I am hiding part of its, like, head right now, so you can't see the full thing. But, like, it's got hair. The only thing that's making you feel a bit down is that you probably won't be able to do the cosplay this year because the amazing politicians in your country decided to cut the funding for the event. Now there's a chance it might not happen anymore because of that. Man, that sucks. That must be such a downer for, like, not just you, but, like, everyone else that also, like, organized the event too. That sounds annoying as heck. I'm sorry to hear that. I would be upset too, understandably. Just like that. It sounds so frustrating. I know, right? It's like, I don't know. I've only been to one convention. Well, convention, quote unquote. I've only been to one convention in my entire life. I went to Comic-Con one year. And I didn't even, like, bring cash or anything, because I didn't know anything about conventions, so I just didn't bring, like, anything, so I wasn't able to, like, get anything for myself at the con itself. Which, lesson learned, we'll do that next time. But also, dang, that's annoying. Boop, boop. Boop. Yeah. But hey, there's still a chance it'll happen, right? It's not like a complete, like, it's not a complete no-go, at least yet, is it? Boop. Like this, maybe? Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Very little chance, to be honest. Dang. That's unfortunate. You have my sympathy, because I'm, like, I feel like it would be weird for me to say that I love going to conventions, considering I've only gone to one, but, like, I love going to conventions. So, I can understand your frustration. Like that. Boop. But hey, while they all figure that out, what can we do but enjoy ourselves in the ways that we can, you know? Like this and that, and then I want to put some shading here, like around here. Okay, so chat, imagine I'm an artist. I think I want to put a color, like, here. Oh yeah, I also got a texture at the bottom as well. Oops. Legs. As for the animations for this guy, I feel like there's not a whole lot I want to do with the existing animations. Except for, I think, the walking animation. Because, once again, something that I'm very guilty of when it comes to walking animations is I make the walk cycles walk, like, at way too slow of a pace. You keep wanting to go to another con, but all the cons you want to go to keep having something come up. Oof. See, here's the thing. I don't even know what cons are happening near me in, like, the future. In, you know, the deep abyss of space. If I did know, I'd probably, like... I would probably want to do something about it. Such as go, maybe. Whoop. Ooh, maybe like this color. No, like this color? No, like this color. No, it's just... I don't mind that though. Hold on. Let me turn off shading. Yeah, that's fine. Like this. Like, I definitely, at some point, I don't know. I know it doesn't necessarily have the best rep, but I feel like going to TwitchCon at some year would be fun, you know? Even though it does kind of have, like, a reputation at this point. I think it'd still be worth it to go at least 1 year, see some cool people that I am viewers of, you know? But I need to lock in, cause I'm still trying to get that. I'm still trying to perfect my aesthetic IRL. So it's like I'm on my like training arc of trying to truly achieve like the perfect femboy aesthetic, you know? Which I've been making progress recently, and I've gotten a little lazy, I'm not gonna lie. So chat, you are allowed to hold me to that. You were going because you're friends too? To TwitchCon? Or to your convention? I'm assuming you mean your convention. Yeah. And then I can do something like that. And that can be the bottom right there. There we go. Check that out. Now, hear me out. I think I might want to make this color a little tiny bit less saturated. Like that. That works. Or maybe... Hold on. Boop. I feel like there's not enough, like, variation in the colors. So I'm gonna try and see if I can't do, like, a... we're gonna take this color, make it a little dimmer. Boop. Like that, and I want to add a brighter color. Because I feel like if I convert this to, like, grayscale, it's not gonna look very good. You know what I mean? Hold on. If I... Am I able to do that? I don't think I am. But you know what I mean? Like, if you convert an image to grayscale, it kind of exposes, like, the different hues that you're using, or, like, the values of the colors that you're using. And if you use a lot of colors that are, like, similar in brightness, then it's not gonna look very good when it's in grayscale, and it's, like, a important thing or something. Yes, you know. Yes, Neon, stop lecturing the artists in chat. They don't need your help. No, but for real, it is something that I want to get better at. But I don't want to make it, like, too bright. That's the thing. I feel like if I make it too bright, it's not going to look good. A little bit of blush. Now it just looks like Kirby. I'm not going to do that. Oh yeah, I also want to take Timiglass's eye color and move it over, because Timiglass's eye color is very... It's subtle, but it is different from Everglass's. So I'm gonna do a little something where I do this. And this should just make the eyes pop a little more. Boop. Like that. Maybe I do it a little differently, actually. Maybe I do it like this. Boop. Check that out. Now it looks so much better. And then we can do something for the mouth so that the mouth matches. There we go. That looks better. And then all I have to do is copy the values of this, like the plant part of this guy. Excuse me. And I need to color the plant in, and then I can unhide and make this thing not bald anymore. Which is gonna be annoying, so lock in, chat. Oh wait, hold on, I'm dumb. I need this color, and it needs to go in this sort of a pattern. Boop, 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 boop. Like that, like this. And this is gonna take a hot second, but it's fine. Meanwhile, we can talk about some of the other stuff I did this weekend, such as, chat, I was finally able to update one of the Pokemon TCG decks that I've been working on, because I got a few cards that I needed. I don't know if I've talked about this on stream or not, but I'm working on a Pokemon TCG deck that is Mega Venusaur and Mega Meganium, right? And I want it to be this set where you can just kind of go in with your Meganiums and just power up everything. And then have an unstoppable like Venusaur or Meganium that just one-shots everything. And that's my current goal. This leaf is not formatted correctly. There we go. Boop, like that. But the problem with that was I didn't actually have any Mega Meganiums. And they're also only found in like the most expensive recent set called Ascended Heroes, which is a special like expansion that has like a ton of reprints from old sets as well as a bunch of like exclusive megas from ZA. And it's a super fun set to open. I think it's the largest set ever released in like Pokemon history, which is pretty cool. But it costs so much money, so I haven't been able to get my hands on a whole lot of it. But I did get a promo Mega Meganium, so I have one out of the two that I need. So that's like something, right? Whoop. We can do something like that. Yeah. And so I updated that. Yo, Crimson, what's up? How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're doing alright. Welcome in. And now we can unhide all this stuff. Boop, boop. We got leaves there. You're good. How about me? I'm doing awesome. We are talking about, a Pokemon card deck that I've been working on. By the way, here's what it looks like with the leaves. It looks much better, much more appealing. I actually super dig this texture now. Like, I didn't realize how much of a difference that makes, like, to the main body. Like, the leaves don't change at all. But, like, the main body texture changing like that really makes a difference. But yeah. So, imagine... Give it a unique style where you can shear its leaves off. Oh, lord. I don't know how to do that, but if I did, that would be funny. And then you could get, like, I don't know, jungle leaves? I imagine you'd get jungle leaves from this thing. Speaking of the jungle, though, Mega Venusaur is funny in the TCG. It's got a funny ability where whenever it's in play, you can just move any grass energy anywhere on your board at any time, which is nice. And then I also got some of the special grass energy from the Perfect Order, the Mega Zygarde set, which I actually also pulled the rarest and most expensive card in that set, which is the Meowth EX special illustration rare. Like how you Shimmer Reap and Wooloo and they lose well. Yeah. I'd have to look at their coding and see if I can, like, steal anything from it, you know? Boop. I'm gonna do this. Wait, hold on. That and that. Hold on. I can do this much more easily from here. Ah! I don't know what I did. You're just glad you got a few full arts of Pokemon, my favorite being my full art Bulbasaur. Is it the one from Mega Evolution? Because if that's the one that you're talking about, that's such a cool card, and I wish I had it. Because I would use that in my my deck, honestly. The Bulbasaur illustration, right? Because I did actually get the Mega Venusaur special illustration rare that, like, is a connected art with that Bulbasaur. But I sold it to get more packs. I sold it and got a cheaper version of it, and then I just got more cards. And that's just the way I do things. But, as for the Meowth SIR, I think I'm going to keep it, because it's, like, unironically such a good card, and it's the only Meowth EX that I got. Hold on, I'm looking at it. Oh, okay, this is a different one from what I thought, but that is a very cute Bulbasaur. I like that one. Hold on, I'll pull up the one that I was talking about, actually. Let's see. He's just sleeping, it's adorable. I know, right? Okay, downloads here. Let me pull up the image on stream. If I come here. Boop. Boop. Yeah. This guy right here. This is the card that I want for my deck, because this thing has a connected art with the other two cards, and it's so cool looking. I really like this card. I think a friend of mine actually has this card, but... that is the wrong thing. Right? Isn't this cool? And then when you evolve it... Hold on. Let me pull up the deck list. That card's so cute. I know, right? Card list. Card gallery. Yes, this is what I want. I hope I can copy this image. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, I have to save the image to put it on stream. Gosh dang it. Whoop. I'm just gonna move the tab over to my other screen. We're gonna save this image. Whoop. But yeah, it's got a full line where this is the second one. And it's actually, I think it's a connected art where you can, like, put them all side by side and it connects. Sadly, you don't think your art has a full line. Well, that's okay. It's still cool. Don't let my preferences ruin the fact that you have a super cool card. But then, where's the Venusaur that I got? Hold on, here it is. Boop. Here it is. And it looks like this. This is the Venusaur that I got, and I think when I sold it, it was worth around like $220. Super nice card. But it was too nice, so I'm like, I feel bad using this in my deck because somebody else that might be collecting things might want it, and like, so I just kind of threw it back into the system and then got a cheaper one because, you know, should have given it to me. Well, I want my money's worth. I don't know about you, but I want my money's worth. Oh, wait, hold on, Crimson. The cards you just sent me, I've seen the Squirtle one of these. I don't think I've seen the Charmander one, but I have seen the Squirtle. That's so cool. Also, hi, Yulia. Hi, Yulia. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked because we're talking about Pokemon cards. You want the Charmander one? The Charmander one is cute. I didn't even... Wait, there's like a Mega Latios SIR. I kind of want that. Bro's just being a little angry boy. Yeah. You know what deck I want to make? I want to make a deck that's Mega Gardevoir and Mega Latios. Or maybe... No. Mega Latios, Mega Charizard. That would be fun. That would be fun, because Latios is fire energy and then psychic, but then I can just like prism energy. Which one? Both of them. See, here's the neat part. I have 2 of each Mega Charizard already, so I can make a deck with 4 Charmanders and 4 Charmeleons, and then 2 of the other things. Hi Koishi, how are you? How are you doing? Damn. Yeah, I bought all 4 of them. I didn't pull any of them, I bought them. Cause I'm like, I have enough cards from the set with Charizard X. Real banging day today. I'm assuming that's a good thing, so I'm happy to hear that. I myself am having quite the banging day today. So, we're like twinning there. Hold on though, cause I need to actually do this. I'm going to set this to 0.02. I'm going to extend this guy like that. I'm going to do 0.01. Oh yeah, I've also played Subnautica 2 again today. I've been playing a lot. I have like 8 to 10 hours on my Subnautica 2 save file. Dude, Crimson, how many hours have you gotten into Subnautica 2? And like, rookie numbers. Okay, bro. Okay, dude. It saddens me that I can't kill any of the animals. Yeah, I keep trying to like hack at things with my multi-tool and it just goes dook, 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 and I'm sad. But you can't. Yeah, they replaced your knife with like this dull freaking hatchet that doesn't deal damage. Question: have you seen the guy with 4 arms? So here's the thing. Without spoiling too much, I am at the point in the game where I just made the modification station, and I'm working on building a second sea base. So if that means anything to anybody in chat, that is the point that I am at in the game. So... You can't, they're pretentious pretending, and that's what's gonna save real animals. Modification station is such a good rhyme. Yeah, so I can make like upgrades to my submarine now, but that's like as far as I've gotten. I haven't done anything past that. You're not there to survive. You were meant to be going to Colony Place. Or were you? Dun dun dun. But I'm not gonna get into that because the game is still very new. And the 2-week window for spoilers has not passed yet, so I will not talk about anything in the game. However, holy crap, it is such a huge step up from the first game. Like, the first game doesn't even compare. Like, I thought the first game was, like, one of my favorite games of all time. But Subnautica 2 is going to end up being, like, top 2 games of all time for me. Only... No, okay, I read those 2 chat messages as spoiler. There's water, but the only reason why is because you play as an engineer. This one is huge. Yeah, the map is way bigger than I thought it would be. But it's like weird shaped, but it's like way bigger than I thought. The engineer. Yeah. Yeah. Dude. Okay, never mind. I can't talk about it because it's I heard the map is a rectangle. I actually don't know if... I actually legitimately don't know what shape the map is, because I don't think I've explored it all. Like, I feel like there's still, like, at least 3 biomes that I just haven't touched at all. Which is crazy. It also feels like it's going to end up being way, way, way bigger than the Subnautica 1 map. And I'm gonna mention the tree, because anybody who's heard of Subnautica 2 has heard of the tree and seen it in thumbnails. But like, the tree has gotta be at least like 3 kilometers away from where you spawn. Which, the original map was only 2 kilometers wide, so that's crazy. Riley Robinson's the maintenance chief? Yeah. Like, I think I have covered at least 2 kilometers out from where you spawn, but like in one single direction. Yeah, he's who you play as in the first game. And then the second game is completely I say the second game. Below Zero is completely inconsequential to the events of... Well, actually, no, it's not. Kind of. Because in the second game, you're like studying the Korra or whatever. Kind of, but not really. Him having access to a weapon makes sense. See, I just have the square thing that goes boom, and I just like smack enemies with it and they swim away. But I don't think it damages them. Hold on. I'm actually not gonna make a new texture yet. I still need to do this. Boop. Okay. To be fair, we were apparently still dealing with it if rumors were to leave. Did I read that at all correctly? I feel like I fumbled my words there. Boop. We can do that. And then when we animate it, it'll look like ugly, but that's fine. Because if we were to just move the pivot point for Vine 3, just down one like that, it should, there we go, it fixes it, see? The virus thing, according to rumors, it's evolved. We do not know if this is true, though. See, I'm not going to talk about any of, like, the content that's talked about in the second game yet. And I hope that, like, solely because, right, the game's still very new. People might not have experienced it yet that are watching in chat or, like, that are watching a VOD. So I don't want to get into, like, stuff that's talked about in the second game. That's why I'm talking about rumors, not confirmed things. Well, I've read things... Okay. The only reason I say this is because I've seen things in the actual game that have to do with those rumors. So I want to try and avoid that topic. And I do apologize because it is fun to talk about, but I don't know how much of it is going to be relevant. So I want to kind of tread lightly, you know? I would like to say I'm so sorry, and I gotta call you Neon. Hi, Zeno. It's okay. Some people call me Neo as well, because technically, Neon is an abbreviation of so like, Neo is technically correct, but also, you called me Sunday, so... And Neo Sunday is another VTuber who I have, like, typed in chat to in the past, I will say. What am I modeling? I'm modeling Everglass. This is Everglass. Technically, I already had the model and the texture, but we're just, like, modifying it because I made this thing over a year ago. And I've improved in my skill since then, so I'm basically just going through and refining it, I guess, would be the right word. Whoop. Just kind of going through and... Whoop. Oh, Lord. Okay. Going through and making it Minecraft Pokemon. Yep, that's right. Can I zoom in, please? Thank you. Excuse me. Dude... My boss at work recently commented, like, dang, you've got some violent hiccups, so it's not just you guys. No create mod today? No, create mod tomorrow. Create mod will be tomorrow. Same time as today, but just not to like just so you kind of are familiar with the deal. Mainly the main thing I do is not like gameplay. The main thing I do is like modeling stuff and like doing custom Pokemon, custom Cobblemon content, right? So while I do deviate sometimes, like we do create with Kato every week, and sometimes I do other things, like we did Infinite Fusion for a while, but I feel like people have started to lose interest in Infinite Fusion, so I don't know if I'm gonna continue that unless some people like really want me to continue it. But for now, it's just modeling, and then Kato collab, like create mod, and then it's kind of fun. Yeah, I feel like it's gotten kind of samey recently. Like I've been progressing, but it's been like not a lot of exciting stuff has happened, you know? Like, maybe if anything, I'll complete it like off-stream type deal, you know what I mean? That's how it feels at the current moment. But if you guys, of course, want to see more of it, you know what? Screw it. I will do create mod battle bots. You go ahead and do that. I am rooting for you. What is battle bots, by the way? If you don't mind me asking. Boop. Like that. Boop. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. There's a mod that has destruction physics for aeronautic. Oh, really? Oh, no. It's a very reasonable thing to do. Battle using robots. There's this one create add-on that I saw recently. I don't remember what it's called, but it adds like power lines and like telephone poles. You know what I'm talking about? I don't remember what it's like, called Create Power Grid or something. Something like that. But it looks so fun, and I kind of want to try it at some point. Maybe not like while we're still learning aeronautics, but I definitely want to look into that in the future and maybe give it a try. Okay, what's going on here? Something ain't right. Oh, I see. There we go. Oh, never mind. We gotta move this over. Like that, and then we scooch this over. Like that. Wait, where did it go? I don't remember. Oh, no. Boop. Like here, right? Hold on. I'm losing it, chat. Yeah, Koishi, can you drop the mod name of that mod that allows you to destruction with aeronautics? I think that would be fun. For no reason in particular. Boop. Okay, there we go. Now it should look correct. Look at that. And then the legs are fine. How does that look? I'm kind of tempted. You know what? If these are separate, if these are all the same thing, I'm gonna be upset. They are. Okay, cool. Sable collision damage, create aeronautics on Modern. So you literally just turn the game into Bad Piggies. You build a car and then you run into a wall and the car breaks, or like you fall off a cliff and then it shatters. Literally Bad Piggies. Somebody's going to make a Bad Piggies like adventure map with the create mod. But anyway, here is Evergliss's idle animation, which I think honestly Aside from the arms being a little too uniform, I really like it. For what I know, it's like based on weight, like heavy blocks do more damage and take less damage. That's cool. I definitely want to try that out at some point. That sounds like it would be a lot of fun. Alright, so I see that I've done busier things here in the past. The first thing you did was make a rod from God and dropped it from my helicopter. What? Just like a nuke or like a let's see here. I'm gonna sneeze. The big rod of iron blocks. Oh yeah, I think did you mention that before? I don't even remember. I feel like you might have mentioned that before, but I also feel like you could have very well been referring to something else. You drop it and it goes 6-7 blocks into the ground. Based number mention? You have mentioned it. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I'm like, the term rod from God sounded familiar. You made rod of God. See, what I did with Create Mod recently is I made... So, if you don't know, a little something about me in Minecraft is... Minecraft bees are like my favorite feature, period. So if I ever get the chance to farm bees, I will be farming bees. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. So, the most recent thing I built with Create Mod on my own was like a giant bee tank that had a ton of beehives, and they all get the honey like taken out of them and put them just everywhere, like into a giant fluid tank. So I have tons of honey. And I can use it to make lore cakes, because I combined it with Cobblemon. Rods from God. This is a theoretical military concept for a kinetic bombardment system. It envisions deploying heavy telephone pole-sized tungsten rods into orbit that can be dropped onto targets, destroying deeply buried bunkers using sheer kinetic energy without nuclear fallout. That's... kind of... Okay. I don't want to sound like pro-combat here, but like, that sounds pretty efficient and also environmentally friendly. W military. We don't have to blow each other up. We can just make giant metal spikes. And I don't know why, but when I read that, I imagined it being like voiced by Noah from your Noetic advisor. I am Noah. My job is your life. Dude, by the way, can type 1 in chat if you freaking hate Noetic advisor. I freaking hate Noah. Getting that stuff into space would be insane. 2, okay. I see. I know what you are, Koichi. You're you sympathize with Noah, Noetic advisor. 1. Yeah, that's about what I thought. I don't even have any specific reason to hate Noah. I just don't like Noah for the love of the game. like Noah has not done anything to personally do me harm or like inconvenience me in any way. As a matter of fact, Noah has done more help for me than like harm so far, but like I feel like I don't like Noah. Something about him just makes me mad. Boop. Noah is lame. Big fan of his arc though. Oh, I think we're talking about different Noahs. There we go. Now that the arms are staggered, this animation looks so much better. Also, he's floating in the air. Don't know if you noticed that, but I just noticed that, and he's floating in the sky. We're gonna fix that. Oh, Lord, hold on. Let me just... Whoop. Do that. And... that. Is he on the ground? No, he's not. Gosh dang it. Hold on. Body. This needs to be at 0. Like that. There we go. W floating. Thank you, thank you. Ad break is starting soon. Oh no. Chat, you know the drill. If you end up getting ads, I do apologize, as there's not really a lot I can do about it. But I will pause everything that I'm doing until the ads are over, so that you won't miss anything. So consider sticking around, because it helps me out, and it helps Twitch know that I'm a good streamer and have good audience retention. And yeah, it's just a win-win, because afterward we get to come back and we'll pick up right where we left off and yada yada, and you know, I've made this spiel hundreds of times. But consider it, seriously. One, the cost of getting them into space, and two, the material would burn up before getting to the target. Well, then why don't they just cover it in water? Huh? Riddle me this. Just literally cover the metal in water, and then it won't burn. Yeah, you're so smart. This is so true. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Also, I think all of these are floating, so that's fun. See, you see this walking animation? It's too slow, and the feet don't move enough. I need more movement here. Can we keep them floating? See, I would, but that's what this is. I made see, the reason why it's floating is because I didn't make the the water would evaporate. No, but you see, the water is cold. Yeah. The reason why the animations are floating is because I made these before I discovered the technology of root folders. Like, whenever I used to model Pokemon, also there's ads, so I'm pausing. But, whenever I would make, like, a root folder, or before I would make a root folder, I would implement them on so they would be in the ground. So being the stupid person that I am, I'm like, if their animations are playing halfway in the ground, let me just make their animations in the air to match with the ground level, instead of actually figuring out what was wrong with it. So all the animations before I discovered root folders are just like floating in the air, because otherwise they would be in the ground. Wait, do you know just how hot it would get within seconds? No, because the water would cool it down. Yeah. See, that's what we're saying. Oops. Oops. This is frozen onto the pool, so it's so fun. You found a way around the ad block. XDX. Hi, Mike. Welcome back from the ads. I didn't even have to say it this time. Chat. If you're back from the ads, type XDX. Or fish. One or the other. Still won't stop it from heating up far too fast? Well, then just add more ice. I'm not back from the ads. Trust, I'm an engineer. Yeah. Koishi's actually an online alias. She's actually Riley Robinson. And how do you think their life pod survived planetfall? That's right, it was covered in ice. I found out you can mute the ad, then pop the screen out and unmute the normal stream. See, I also do that, which is funny. I think ads play at a different time for you, being on a tablet. Oh, interesting. Well, if that's the case, just let me know if there's ads, okay? Why you laugh? Don't laugh at them. What the heck? Koishi. Just because your VIP doesn't give you permission to laugh at other chatters for playing on different devices. I'm just a girl. You had one before the stream, actually. You had the wait, you get pre-rolls on tablet? I disabled pre-rolls. That's awful. I thought you were a rock. What? Hold on. There was something in chat that I wanted to address, but I forget what it was. Oh well. Anyway. Saribot says the ads are back, so I'm gonna continue now. In chat. Can we ban Crimson for being so mean to me? Was Crimson being mean to you? They said they thought you were a rock. I don't know. Is that an insult? I don't understand. Like, normally I do this as a bit, but genuinely. I am not a rock. I hate rocks. I spit on rocks. I pour water. I try to pour water on rocks, but nothing happens. Rock phobic. I am a stone, not a rock. Oh. It's not just a boulder. You know, chat, it's not just a boulder. I hate rocks. Dude, Koishi was crashing out when we made Mobineral, let me tell you. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to make a copy of the texture, and I'm gonna call it Everglass_shiny. And I'm just going to copy the colors from this. I'm just saying, I think there's a reason we're formed in different ways. No one's gonna get the reference. I don't get the reference, but I can appreciate that there was an attempt made. And I hope that's enough, because I can't really offer anything more than that. Boop. Hold on, that's too orange. Boop. That's still too orange. Boop. Hold on. Ba, 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 bo. That's better. Ba, boo, boo, boo. No, that's not better. What am I talking about? Jeezums. I want to make it a little like that, a little like that. Boop. There we go. Jeezums. What? You making fun of me because I said a funny word? Boop, ba, 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 boo. Ba, 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 boo. He looks kind of like lemony now, and I kind of like the lemon color. Boop. Wait, hold on. Hello? Boop. I said boop. Boop. Can you boop? Okay, what the heck? Why are these two things different colors? Boop. Hello? Why? How is that even possible? But then we can just take the leaf colors, like this. And like this. And like this. Laughing at you right now, for real, for real. Ha ha ha, that's me laughing at you. Man. What did I do? What did I do, huh? Oh shoot, I forgot to texture the bottom. Boop. There we go. I think the spikies can just be the same color, right? Boop, like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. I'm getting an awful lot of lemon vibes from this. Is that just me? Where's the shoes? I want to also make the shoes this color. Boop, like that, and like that, and like that. Like that, I mean. And then this middle color can be like this. There we go. I see it. There. I do think this shiny looks better than this one. Like, if you compare the two textures, like, this is what it used to look like. And then we just update it right now. And I think it looks way better now, honestly. Sorry, truthfully. I think it looks better now. I need to start using truthfully, like, way too often. Like the guy at the phone store did. Here we go. And we can get rid of this, and we can say, hey, look at this. We get normal and we get shiny. There we go. And it doesn't really match the Timiglas shiny colors. What happened? Like, because here's Timiglas's shiny colors, right? And then here's Everglass. They're like I think the browns are the same, but the golds are slightly different. You know? Ta-da! But we did it. The crown stays the same color. Unless, wait a second, I just got a cool idea. I'm gonna experiment real quick. Boop. 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 Chat, what do we think about, like, rose red crown? Like a rose-colored red crown. Something like that. Maybe not exactly like that, but like you can kind of see the vision. I think it should be more pinkish. Like this color. No. More vibrant pink. We're starting an Uwu train. Nice. Quick, chat, how many can you type before you run out of different ones? There we go. I kind of like Pink Crown, I'm not gonna lie. Pink Crown kind of... It adds that little bit of extra color that I think looks pretty nice, you know? Or perhaps Green Crown. Okay. We can do like an impromptu vote real quick. We can do either that color or we can do like this color. Eh? Hold on, let me refine it a little bit. Boop. The pink one's better in your opinion? The green one's kind of silly. Nope. Alright, chat. We've got one for pink. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of also like the pink better. Oh, wait, I just realized. Whoop. There was a medium leaf that was just, like, not showing the entire time. I think. Maybe? Maybe there wasn't. Am I stupid? Pink one. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. We'll keep it pink. There we go. It just adopts that coloring from, like, the spines, you know? They kind of flip colors, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, I think they literally flip colors. Which is cool. But onto this. Onto this. And then Timiglas doesn't have the pink, but it spurts into pink. There we go. First of all, we need to make it not floating anymore. I love when they do that. It, it's giving Virizion shiny. You know Virizion? Shiny Virizion? It literally looks like that color. Excuse me. That was not fun to listen to, I bet. But yeah, this walk cycle sucks. What I'm going to do to fix that, I'm going to completely redo the legs. And to that effect, I'm going to remove all of these in-between frames. Like that. And we're just gonna exaggerate them. You love that shiny? You used to have one as a kid, but it was your copy of X that you lost or got stolen. Ooh. Unfortunate. That sucks. I think Pokemon games have got to be like one of the worst games to like lose. Because it's like, they're so incredibly like valuable, you know? Neon, can you stop the stream and help me? It depends on how urgent it is. Boop. Also, I think this is the non-staggered version right here. Whoop. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna work on this leg first. I'll die if you don't help me. It's like super urgent. Also, lost your first shiny with it. I'll be honest, I was a kid when I got my first shiny, and I was stupid and traded it away. It was a shiny Spinda. I found it in Pokemon Y in a horde. On the route immediately to the right of Victory Road, where you find like Altaria and whatnot. Also, Koishi, what's your issue? Let me know. Let me know what the issue is. Whoop. On average, I think I want to move this back a little more. There we go. Yours is Watchog in black too. Wow, really? That's actually sick. You get the bragging rights of it being a you get the bragging rights of it being a Gen 5 or like a pre-Gen 6 shiny. So you were playing Cobblemon with your boo today and your mons are spawning on the beach, but they're set to use the urban preset, so can you fix that? Thanks. What I would do is I would look at the GitLab for Cobblemon spawn conditions. Hold on, let me pull that up real quick. Cobblemon spawn conditions GitLab. Is this it? No, that's Spiritomb. I think it's because the beach is modded and probably mess with it. So if you can make a Cobblemon pull request and fix that, Koishi, you are also perfectly capable of making the pull request. You don't have to go through me to fix the bug. The Discord's right there. Hold on. Let me find the presets folder. Search files. Presets. Spawn detail presets. Let's see here. Where is this? Can you show me where this is? Properties? No. I have no idea. Do I have to do everything myself, SMH? Taking the words right out of my mouth if I was the one who made the thing. Sorry, I'm thinking, and I'm very I'm about to sneeze as well as while I'm thinking. Hold on. Am I gonna I think I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna sneeze. Excuse me. What is happening here with the rotation, by the way? Leg 2. We're gonna rotate it like this. Whoop. Like that. And then here, right here, we're gonna go up. And then back down again. And then rotate like that. But maybe just a little bit, we move this forward like half a block. Half a pixel. Like that. Bap, 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 boop, bap, bap, boop, bap, bap, boop, bap, bap. And like that. And then down like this. And then like this. Boo-doo-boo. Maybe. I think that's a much better walk, like, cycle, you know? Who mustached me? I just realized that. How long have I had this mustache for? Chat, who did that? I'm not gonna be mad. Just, like, who did that? Who did that, chat? Crash out? No. There's no reason to crash out. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Now all I have to do is take this and copy it to the other foot. Boop. And then move it forward 0.5. Like that. And then do this. And then do this. Linear, copy, paste, like that. And then we make that smooth and do this and boom. Wait, no, this goes to leg 1. I'm stupid. Like that. There we go. And foot 2's animation is just gone. Okay, cool. I have to do that all again. Isn't that awesome? Here. Like that, and then we make this linear, and then we do that, and then we go here, we say smooth, and that, boom. Wait, what the heck? Oh no, wait, hold on. I realize what's wrong. There we go. Now we do it a third time, because twice wasn't enough. Just want to make triple sure that I'm doing this correctly. Boop. I wish there was a hotkey to, like, change the interpolation of stuff. That would be nice. And then here, we just gotta delete this, put it here, and then this can be linear, this can be smooth, Copy that. Copy there. Boop. And suddenly, we have a much more lively walk cycle because this thing actually takes bigger strides. Isn't that awesome? I kind of do want to stagger the arm animations. Never mind, I don't. That's too much work. It's fine. It works. There we go. What do we think? What do we think? Good, bad, ugly? Anyway, we've also got faint. Faint's alright. I do want to make it lower down, obviously. We need to take the, what is it? The green. We need to set this back to 0. There we go. I think I'm gonna do this. Raise all of this up by a little bit. Like that. I see what's wrong with this. It rotates out too slowly. Whee! The head also yeah, this is what's wrong with it. There we go. Whee! And also, it needs to be like that much longer. Maybe? Maybe. Neon, can you do something for me real quick? For a friend, can you bark? For free, you mean? Where's medium leaf? Oh, it just doesn't have a texture. Am I dumb? I mean, I guess it is for a friend, I guess. Why is it not there? Hello? There it is. 3 doubloons. Alright, what kind of, see, hold on. It's gotta come naturally. I can't be put on the spot like this. Hold on. Something's gotta happen. Lord. Oh no. Chat. I fear now everybody, should I get, no, we don't need to do that, we don't need to do that, we don't need to do that, we don't need to do that. Chat, Koishi, we don't need to get out the clicker. He's getting defensive. No, shut up. No. Shut up. No. I'm just dying inside because I know that now I have to because it got brought up. And now chat's not gonna let it go until I do. That could be fun. What do you mean that could be fun? I already know you guys are gonna have way too much fun with it. Hold on, let me see head. It will be fun. It'll be fun to bark. Barf! That sucked. Why are we noting down if I'm easily clicker trained? Stop it. Stop it. Smacks pencil out of hand. Stop it. No, bad chat. Wait. Okay, play this animation in your head, but imagine it's on the edge of a cliff. Do 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 do. Whee! Is that a clip? Did you just clip that? Oh my lord. No, god damn it. It was so awful too. I didn't even try. Hi, Yuna. Don't put it in. Oh my lord. I should have known this was gonna happen, dude. Ah! Ah! Hi, Yuna. How are you? Ignore what's going on in chat right now. For what is the Discord? Don't worry about it. Don't look at the Discord. I'm being peer pressured into doing things that I'll regret later. There we go. Whee! Apparently, that's no one ever established this, Crimson. We never established that. What the hell? Why are we just telling people that now? We were doing no such thing. We were not clicker training me. We were not clicker training me, chat. This was not a thing that was happening. I'm being absolutely slandered right now. And also, it just was not happening, by the way. Was not. This is why Yuna's the best of us. Why? Because she has a clicker? Okay, dude. Okay. I've got a $200 Pokemon card. Okay. Now who's winning here? Never say never, Neil. What do you mean never say never? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Hello? Clicker is better. Okay. 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 I blame Koishi for this, by the way. I'm here. I'm just like speechless. I don't even know. I'm like trying to focus on. I'm like somewhat half focusing on this, which is happening in front of me, and then I'm also half focused on chat. Based. We were talking about clicker training each other in Kato's Discord. Really? Were you? I must have missed that. Where did I get pinged at? That's my other question. I don't know, I'm not scrolling through all that. Neon barks real. Wow, thanks. Appreciate it. Literally for like the past 2 hours we were popping off. Okay. Whee! I'm not flustered, Crimson. I am just a wee rookie streamer trying to focus his attention between both streaming and chat at the same time. Oh, who's a good dog? Yes, you are, Neon. Of course it's you. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Whatever, chat. Whatever. What? Koishi, I can't read that, but what? Things happen on the Kato Mako Discord server featuring Koishi Kameshi. Holy, what? I'm also gonna make this guy squish. Like this. Whoop. Too much processing power. You know, remember if Neon is any animal, it's a platypus. What? I mean, you did make a platypus Pokemon based on me, but that doesn't mean I am a platypus. That just means there's a platypus Pokemon based on Neon Riftborn. If Neon is any animal, he's a person. Yeah, that's me. A person. Me, myself, Vireo Neo Nuisance Riftborn. That's me. Full government name. You're actually not on that server yet. Seems like I should get over there. Sounds like pure chaos. A microwavable person. Yeah, yeah. You're a space water platypus. Nuh-uh. Well, maybe in your, like, subsection of reality, maybe, but like, and look at this guy, by the way. He kind of falls over, and he goes... Hey, I have a question. This is completely off topic, but does anybody here know how to set up sound alerts on Twitch? Because I really want to set up sound alerts on Twitch. And I don't know how, but I really want to. Because I have it installed, but I don't know how to, like, use it at all. A platypus? Neon the platypus. Okay. Whoop. Wait, hold on. I'm dumb. This goes like that. Pro tip, scream every time you see a notification. A platypus! Neon the platypus! You can tell me later. Okay. You can just, like, shoot me, like, a DM or something about how to set it up. Because there's a few, like, sound alerts that I think would be funny if I added. Whoop. Like, I want to add a splat sound effect. I want to add whatever. What is it? That one add-on where it's like you can throw things at the streamer. I still want to add that. Turns out I have dead servers that have been wiped, so I deleted it. Yo! Crimson, you should join the Neon server now. There we go. Can it be tomatoes? No, it's gonna be ribboys, chat. Here's what you're going to, here's what you're going to be able to throw at me, okay? Here, I have plans. You don't understand. I have plans. Koishi, which Discord invite is that? This is important. Before we pin it. Which invite? Is that mine or Kato's? Because if it's Kato's... If it's Kato's, it'd be funny. Right, Neon. Hey, Crimson, did you know you get exclamation point Discord in the Twitch chat and you could get a invite link right there? That's a pretty cool thing. And if you're not in the Neon Riftborn Discord unofficial featuring Koishi Kameji, you should join. You should consider it. Neon 1, is that the server or personal server? The Discord server? That's the one that Koishi made. Also, this is the thing you're gonna be throwing at me. Instead of tomatoes, you're gonna go throw these things, and it's gonna make splat noises. It's gonna be like, you know? It's basically an official server. It's like the community server, you know? It's the community Discord server. Courtesy of Koishi. This guy can go down here. Ah! Dip, 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 dip. Also, Neon, I added a bot to ping when you go live. See, I think you might have to set it up. Because I don't think it automatically pinged when I went live today. Hi, Yulia. I don't know why it let me wave twice. Boom, ba-da-doo, doo, 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 boo, boo. Yeah, you need the tits system to get stuff thrown at you. And yes, that is literally what it's called. You need the Twitch integrated throwing system. Kato told me about it. You need, yeah. No, plural Koishi, tits system. Short for Twitch integrated throwing system. The tit system. Okay, sorry, ATM machine, my bad. You know, I just realized that too. Or be a 3D VTuber and get it for 3. For 3? For about 350. A 3D YouTuber and get it for 3. Yeah, exactly. There we go. I like this dying animation. I don't know. Is the tits cost money? I'm just gonna call it that. I don't even care. Because we all know what I'm really referring to. The invite did not work. Why not? It worked for Yulia. Yulia's in the server. Okay, Koishi, we both know that's not what I'm talking about. I'm a hacker. It did. You are in it. Wait, really? I don't even see them. And then again, I have streamer mode on, so I can't really see anything. Doesn't say I am. I think skill issue, chat. Agree? I think skill issue. Anyway, though. Hold on, I'm out of water in my one water. There we go. Alright, battle idle time. No, that's my old... Oh, it joined you with your old account. That's what happened. That's funny. I think Discord's funny for that one. I think that... What is happening here? Why is this what the animation looks like? Hello? Boop, 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 boop. We're gonna get rid of all of these. We're gonna make these ones smooth. And I'm also going to take the legs. And I'm going to rotate them like 35 degrees out. Excuse me. And then your old Discord is signed in on the web. That's probably what it is. I typed my Claude prompt to a Twitch chat instead of Claude. That was so embarrassing. What? I didn't even see it. So, you've saved yourself the humiliation. Because if I can see it, I would totally point it out. And be like, look at this guy, look at this sucker. But I don't see it. Oh, another chat. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to just stagger the this and the this. Oh my lord. Can I have this and this, please? Thank you. Ba-ba-ba-doo, ba-da-ba-ba-doo, ba-da-ba-ba-doo. And like that. Boo-ba-doo-boo. Yulia's in another chat. Neon, how do you feel? You're the side streamer. Well, I have pictured, I have already pictured, or I have depicted myself in my head as me, the streamer, and Yulia, the chatter, and then the other streamer as the cuck. So, in my head, that's the dynamic that's going on right now. So, I'm perfectly fine with that, because, like, they're down to just, like, be there, you know? Like, I don't mind. Doesn't bother me at all. Impossible, you're the main. Did you have to use that word? What do you mean? Is there another, like, is there a euphemism for cuck that I don't know of? Boop. I could show off the Fakemon I've been making now. Yeah, we got a channel for that called like fun projects or something. Boop boop. Like this. Dude, I was thinking about the to be fair, Neon, that person is standing and you're sitting. Who sits? Neon? What? I don't understand. I don't understand. The grammar. I don't understand. You have to take my word for this, but my reading comprehension is low. So you have to be very specific when you tell me things. Why am I being sat on now? That's my next question. Why am I being sat on? What did I do to deserve this? The chair meme? What? My English is bad, so that's a dangerous combination. I mean, honestly, yeah. My English is kind of bad. I feel like, I don't know. Whenever I, like, text people, I always do it, like, in full sentences mostly, but I use, like, I don't know. I feel like the things I'm saying right now are not world-breaking or, like, fun or like, even interesting to any extent. Dude, the streamer types in full sentences. Like, whenever, like, I feel like that was an uncommon thing at some point where, like, when you text people, it would be in, like, all abbreviations and, like texting jargon. But I feel like that was, like, an uncommon thing to, like, text people with proper grammar. You know what I mean? I'll eat now. It's 1:42 in the morning after all. Dang. Well, I hope you have a good night, Yuna, and I'm glad you were able to tune in today. It's glad to see you again. You want to see the animations I've done so far? Sure, Marcio, why not? So, ground idle, I didn't really change very much. This was basically already what it looked like. I just staggered the arms a little bit and fixed this part. The hair, I guess you could say, the ponytail, to look a little nicer. And then we got the walk, which I made the walk do bigger strides, but otherwise it's exactly the same. Bye-bye, Yuna. You never use proper grammar if you text with me. What do you mean? I thought I do. Oh, no, you're right. Never mind. I said IDK MEP is the first thing I saw. But yeah, we did this animation, and then we fixed the faint animation. I don't know why I made Everglyphs jiggly here, but here we are. I just felt like it needed to be jiggly. Then we got Battle Idol, which I just updated. I made his stance more imposing instead of just like feet straight forward. I think this is a very nice battle stance. So this is Evergliss's versus Timiglis's. I think Timiglis's battle stance is also very nice. I think I've outdone myself for this line. Not to like glaze my own work, but I am biased because this is like top 3, no, top 2 favorite evolution lines that I've designed. And I keep hiccuping. And then we've got Cry. Oh, fun fact, this entire Evo line, their tongues are green. That's a little thing that I decided to do on the spot when I made this texture, but their tongues are green. So I think that's pretty cool. And then Blinking, obviously, is just boop, 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 boop. This is a pretty fun face. This face reminds me of Frieren. I don't know why. Well, yes, I do know why. It's giving Frieren face. It's like, it's very similar. It's reminiscent, if you will. Anyway, it is time for Le Battle animations. So that's gonna be fun. We've got Evergless.physical. Play once. I think you're anime pilled and inside pilled. Can I be honest? The only reason I started watching Frieren is because somebody I know basically bullied me into it because they're like, oh my gosh, Frieren is so peak, you have to watch Frieren. I want to talk to you about Frieren. Oh my lord, Frieren is so good. Please watch Frieren. Trust me, you're gonna love Frieren. And I watched 3 episodes of it, and I literally had to open Pokemon TCG Pocket on my phone to like distract myself, because if I didn't, I was going to go crazy, because it's so slow. Like, the first 3 episodes, I'm just like, wait, like, they feel like 40-minute episodes because of how, like, how slow the pacing is. You watch it and you never understood why it's so popular. I mean, I get it for, like, people that are into that kind of thing, but it's like, I watch it and I'm like, I'm just sitting there, like, so bored out of my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, we get it. You're talking to people, years are passing, you're experiencing human interaction. You go shopping. Wow. You planted flowers. Wow. And it's like, but that's like the whole episode. And it's like, even other slice of life animes are faster paced than this. I have to admit, I never expected I'd add a grandma to your list of crushes. What do you mean? I mean based, but also, which, are you talking about Frieren? Because, or are you talking about somebody else? Also, I spelled special wrong. The elf. That's fair. Boop. I'm just gonna turn, I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna turn this one into Evergless.status. There we go. And play once. So I already have an idea for the physical attack for this guy. He's gonna like helicopter the vine around like that, you know? I don't know. I have no opinion towards Frieren the character. It's like, cool, she's an elf. There's a lot of artwork of her online because she's apparently really popular. That's about it. I don't really have an opinion beyond that. Even though that literally wasn't an opinion, that was just stating facts. Okay, well, I wasn't talking about that, but I guess you're not wrong. I'm gonna take the first frame of these. That is more than the first frame. Oops. I might sneeze again, chat. Just a heads up. There we go. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Ready? So, the basic idea for this animation is Evergloss is gonna jump up, and then when it lands, he's gonna, like, whip his, like, the ponytail around in a circle like that. And that's what the animation is going to be. So it's gonna be like a kind of lower down like this. Whoop. Smooth. Like that. And then the entire body is going to go up. I should extend this. Whee! Time for you to go to bed now. Bye-bye. Bye, Mike. Glad you could stop by. And I hope you enjoyed your time here. And I hope to see you again tomorrow for the collab stream. Ooh. But you have a good night, okay? Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye. Kojima? Hideo Kojima. Whee! And then the head will go up. And then I'm gonna need to Bezier this, unfortunately. Land, like here. Whee! And then the head whips around. Ooh, but not that fast. Like this. And like this. And this. There we go. Your boy is not is leaving, not Kojeji, never mind. Kojeji, is that your name? Choo. And then it'll go up. Like this. Whoop. Maybe like this. I don't know how. I think the jump should be definitely exaggerated. So like that maybe. And then the whip around should also be exaggerated. Oops. Like that. And then back to normal position. Whoop. Like, hold on. Maybe? Maybe. I really just don't know. We're gonna do that, and then that, and that. There we go. Whoop. I think I'm getting it down. This is also going to need to be Bezier. And then this. There we go. There we go. Big boy. Yeah, he's gonna jump and then whip this around in a circle. I want to do the feet next. The legs. Physical attack. There we go. I think here I want to have them go out a little more. Like that. And then they go in 25. 25. This guy looks like a fast special attacker. 120 speed, 135 special attack. Not quite. I will say, I think this thing is fast, though. I'm pretty sure I made this Pokemon fast. You got the top Clipper badge? I'll rep that. Wait, really? Holy crap. 6 views on my clip. Dude, you're rolling in views right now, Koishu. Look at you. Look at you. Look at that. Also, we got an ad break. 6 people. Okay, well that's not very many, so I'm not that embarrassed. Now, it would be really embarrassing if, say, that clip went viral on social media and then like everybody who watched it comes in here and says, "Hey, can you bark again?" You know, that would suck. That would really suck, you know? So like don't do that, you know? Also, I'm looking up this thing's speed stat and special attack. I think, honestly, he might be a physical attacker. I don't remember. Everglass is... Oh, okay. So, it evolves, it gets 80 speed, which isn't that fast, but, like, there's not a whole lot of fast mons in this gen. It has 80 speed, 105 attack, 90 special attack. So, like, not terrible. Like, 80 speed, I think, puts it in a decent spot in comparison to, like, a lot of other mons. Yeah, 80 speed puts it in the same speed tier with Barbekion. Wait, really? That doesn't make sense. Barbekion does not have 80 speed. Hello? When did this get changed? I think Barbekion's supposed to have 50 speed. Yeah, Barbekion has 50 speed. I don't know what that's doing there. Wow. Okay, hold on. Something's not right here. Sort by that. Okay, it puts it in the same speed tier with Raktor and Raktress. And also a bunch of other Pokemon that I haven't mentioned yet and don't have designs, so I can't talk about them. It gets just barely outsped by Apicapo. The only reason you would ever use Appa Capo over this thing is because Appa Capo is slightly faster. So, yeah. Gets outsped by Bovenile. Gets outsped by, let's see here, gets outsped by Mirake and Boquette, but Mirake and Boquette are both fast. Dynafly outspeeds all of that, and then there's Alatant with 100 speed, same with Taurovis, also 100 speed. Adbreak's finishing now, nice. Malfang and Malavox are 105. Hypothetically, Neon, what do you think of an ability that forces the Pokemon to move last, even in Trick Room? Think that could be neat? I do. And actually that ability exists. It's called Stall. It's on Sableye. Sableye gets that ability. It's fun because it sucks. And everybody runs Prankster instead. And that's why no one knows about Stall. I bet you didn't know that. But yeah, the fastest Pokemon in the game is Pyrowork, outspeeding both of the pseudo-legendaries and all of the legendary Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. And then Permafluff is also faster than all of the legendary Pokemon, but not the pseudo-legendaries. It makes it move last in its priority bracket. I mean, like, move last, like it has -6 priority by default. Really? I guess so. You know what? You're right about that. Because Shadow Sneak still would move first, even if you had Stall. You're right. Yeah. You know what? Me with my violent hiccups. Me with my Pyrowork, max speed Pyrowork with the ability that gives all of its moves -6 priority. Whoop. What did I rotate this to? 55. And 55. What is happening? 55. Boop. Like that. Well, so far you haven't made a single balanced mon, so what do you mean? Yes, I have. I've played plenty of balanced mods, like Barbekion. Wait, this gave me a funny idea, but that's gonna be Jiboy's attack animation. Here we're gonna do this. We're gonna do rotation here, and then we're gonna do rotation 15, 15, like that. Ground pound! I want to sit down and balance all of my mons, but it's not easy. Short of copying an existing mon stat spread. Hey! Don't feel bad about doing that, because they did the same thing for Typhlosion. Like the actual devs. There we go. Like that. Whee! I think I'm gonna make these Bezier. Like that. And then make them all a little longer. Boop. And boop. And boop. Something like that. something like this. And last one, like that. We need a friend for Ribboy. Nah, he's fine right there. He's alright. He's perfectly fine, because then he can go, wee, wee, boom, wee. You know what, he can go, hold on. Wait, I have an idea, 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 chat. Boop. Let me do something really quick. There we go, and we come here, and I say, okay. Okay. Alright, I can do something funny here. Hold on. We can come here, and then we can go to item settings. We can just do this. There we go, now he's on my head. Boop. Nice ball, thank you. I'm cosplaying Fluffrost, where he's got like the orb on his head. And tell us about this ball, what's his lore? Well, he's a frog. And his stripe can like inflate like an inner tube. And he kind of just floats in the ocean like a buoy. And he's kind of brain dead, not gonna lie to you. Cool, actually? Yeah. And it's the mascot of the entire thing. He's like he is like the mascot of the region. Because he's stupid. There we go. If I put him, if I put this in an add-on first, can I claim it's mine? Well, here's the thing: it's already in Neon's fake decks. You can already catch it. It's like I have a model for it in animations already. It needs updated like these guys do, you know? Did I miss a stream? No, they've been in since the very first update, like these guys. Whoop. Weird. I mean, I kind of had to, considering they were the mascot and all that. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna move it down a little bit. No, wait. Boop. And then here. Oops. I'm gonna do this. And then this. 10 and 10. Nope, 10. There we go. You actually have a Timiglis on your Cobblemon team? Cool. I really like Timiglis. I still think Timiglis is awesome. Everglass is also fun. I built a statue of Everglass one time and it looked ugly, but it's funny, so. I would never use any of Neon's mons, none of them are steel types. Well, Sounds like somebody's missing out. Sounds like somebody is having no fun. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna do this. Hold on. Not that. We're gonna go head. Like... whoop. Like this. And then when it gets to here, like that. Ah! There we go. I call him Bob, I don't know why. I mean, fair enough. Look how squash and stretchy he is. There we go. Perfect, perfect. I've learned recently that squash and stretch is something that I need to abuse way more because it makes the mods so much more dynamic. Here we go. So it'll be like this. I'm going to remove all of these. Whoop. And I'm going to animate these one at a time. I love this animation. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I don't think Vine 1 ever moves. Also, I've been doing this in the status the entire time. Rest in pepperoni. Boop. Where's the, Cobblemon with viewers? We can get another one of those set up if we want. In the future. We can make it like a follower goal. Another Cobblemon with viewers, you know? And I don't know where Jotro is. Jotro has been very busy recently, so we might have to find a different way to host it, but it could be fun. Boo doo doo. Boo doo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo. Battle idle. We're gonna take this frame right here. No. I said we're going to, oh my lord. We're going to take this frame and we're going to copy it here. Whoop. Smooth. Essentials. Well, yeah, essential, like, it works, but like, if I'm not online, then no one else can be. So it's kind of like, it's kind of no fun that way. Whoop. We can do 20 like that. We can do 5 like that. And then... whoop. We're gonna need to Bezier this also. It'd be fine. It's like a collab with everyone. I mean, if that's something that people, like a lot of people want to do, then I'd be down. This needs to be faster. Lord, okay. Maybe not that fast. What is happening here exactly? I'm not even sure myself. Can I make a poll in the Discord? We could do the server thing again, like last time, but better. See, that's what I'm kind of thinking. But like, we'd need a new way to host it, which is the main issue. Smooth. Hold on, this is not working. Copy, paste. I'm gonna do this. $40, $50, and then -$40. Like that. Here we go. Well, I don't have money. I mean, I could theoretically host it on like Creeper Host or something, or like some hosting company service. But then we'd need to figure out like how long we want to host it for and whatnot. Woo! You with your J*H. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go a little more. We're gonna go 60 here. 70. And then 60 again. Like that. And then we're gonna go back to... We're gonna reverse this. Boop. We're gonna do positive 70. Except less. You know, do you want a slice of my pizza? Dude, what I would give for a pizza right now. Booty booty. Whoop. 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 Okay, that's too fast. Something like that, maybe. And then these two can be like this. Like that. Neon, what's your address? I'll DoorDash you. Well, I can't really divulge that online. Unfortunately. My address is deep space. You know what? How about that? Too bad I didn't get any. You have a question? What's your question? What's your question? Ask away. Woo! And then we're gonna copy this first. Like that. Woo! Yeah, send me your edges and I'll send you a pipe bomb. All the more reason not to. Hey. Does DoorDash deliver to the Ort cloud? They'd better, or else that makes them a bad company, you know? Are we gonna see Everglass in game? See, here's the thing, Everglass is in game already. As for if you mean like on stream today, probably not, because I never opened Minecraft. Ba-ba-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Why do the feet slide forward like that? Hold on. I just realized that. Where's the legs? Boop, boop. Copy, paste. There we go. Didn't say it'll go off. Well, that doesn't matter. Whoop. I'm gonna make these smooth as well. Smooth. Whoop. Like that. Whoop. There we go. Genuinely no clue what I'm doing, by the way. Hey. Copy here. Okay, why did that not copy? Hello? Bind 3. There we go. Whoop. I should really be sleeping, to be honest. No, I swear I wasn't supposed to blow up. I don't know why it happened in the retirement. What? Whoop. I'm gonna do something funny here called a step animation. And I'm gonna see which way this rotates. That way. So I'm gonna go 360 degrees this way. Oh lord. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Maybe here I do something like maybe? Or like back to whatever this was. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, chat. I'm scared. Boop. How does this look? What is happening here? I don't understand what's happening here. Whoop. Like that. Um... Um... Hold on, let's try this a different way. And when it goes here, it should be like this. Whee! I'ma head out, Neon. Have a fun stream chat. Okay. I hope you have a good night, Koishi. And I'm glad you were able to stop in. And that clip sucks. Anyway, bye. Whoop. There we go. What is happening here? The blue does not like what's happening right here. Whoop. Something like this. There we go. I don't know. Why is it doing that? Boop. Can I reset this to 0, please? I don't know how to fix this, chat. This is confusing me. What if I do this? Like that? Maybe. Or perhaps I just literally do this. Hold on. Like that. No. Here is fine. I think what I need to do is I need to just kind of make these points correct. We're gonna rotate it this way. Like that. And then here, we can rotate it this way. Like that. There we go. Okay, holy. Whoop. Like that. There we go. That's so much better. And then obviously this needs to be rotated. Like that, and then like this. There we go. That looks so much better. Look at that. So many rotation points. Except now we need to make this busier. Boop. Boop. Like that. Then we gotta fix all these. And then this can be bezier as well. Like that. And then like this. And then like this. Whoop. There we go. Vine 2, are you alright? Genuinely no idea. Whoop. Like that. And then I have no idea what green's doing right here. Like this, like this, like this. Something like that. What you... And then this can be rotated this way. Nope, wait. This way. And then this way. No. I said this way. There we go. Look at that. That wasn't too hard. Now we just need to animate the rest of the segments. Yay. We got Vine 4. Which we need the idle for right here. Boop. Like this. Whoop. And then whoop. Like that. Like that. And like this. Whoop. There we go. And then these can be bezier, like this. This is gonna take a hot second, but we'll make it. And then like this. And we can make these ones tiny. Whoop. There we go. Like that, and then they just have to go back to normal. Boop. Not like that. Like that. There we go. From the top, it looks fine too. There we go. Yeah. Check that out. Now we do Vine 5. This is gonna... I think there's 2 more segments. Oop. Like... Oops. Like that. Like that. And then we just have to curve it around like we do. Whoop. And down and forward like that. There we go. And then here, we go down and out. Down a little more, like there. Yeah. Bezier. And then here, and then here, and then here, and then this can be smooth, and then here we need to come out a little more. Like that. Alright, we're almost done. We're almost done. Whoop. Then here, we need this to be like that, and we need this to be like that. There we go. I might actually stagger these a little bit, now that I think about it. Ooh, wait. That looks so much better. Check that out. Wait, that's sick. That's so much cooler. Hold on. I've just invented peak. Now we just have the last vine, vine 6. Boop. Like this. Boom. Up. No, wait, hold on. It goes... Yeah, it goes up and this way. And then down and this way. Whoop. Hold on. This one should be a little higher, like that. This one should also be a little higher. Like that. Whoop. There we go. Okay. And then here, we just have to go this way and this way. There we go. And then here, like that. And then like this. Boop. And like this. Ta-da! We make this smooth. We make all of these Bezier. And we just smoothen out the lines so that it looks nice. Not really sure what's going on here. It's fine though. Yeah, check that out. Look at that! That's so awesome. Holy crap. Wait, this is sick! Yo. And it looks okay from the sides as well. I don't know if I fluked this or what, but that looks so good. I'm glad I'll never have to do this ever again, like an animation where it swings around like that. Okay. We're making good progress. We're making good progress. Now we just do the arms and the mouth. We're gonna do 10 up, like that. Maybe more than 10. Maybe like 20. There we go. 20 here as well. Then down 40. Whoop. Like that. Oops. 22.5. And then here, when it goes down, the arms are going to be up 45 degrees. 45. And then the smaller parts of the hands will be up 30. So the angle will be 17.41. Like that. Wait, that's sick. And then like this, like that, like this, and like that. Check that out. I love that. I love that a lot. Isn't that awesome? It's such a cool animation. Now I just gotta do the mouth, which the mouth should be in cry. Mouth and mouth open. Whoop. Gonna steal these. Whoop. Like this. You just finished modeling a new Pokemon. Nice. Whoop. A fire ghost type octopus. Interesting. I can't wait to see it. Whoop. Anyway, here is the physical attack animation for Evergliss. It is so good. I'm also gonna make all these step. Boop. Like that. Smack. Yep. I also kind of want it to blink. Eyes and eyelids. Boop. Like that. I like it. But gosh, my neck is stiff. Oh, wait, how is your neck stiff from modeling a Pokemon? Are you just like looking at a screen in a certain way too much? Like bending your head? I'm being nitpicky here, but hold on, check this out. Like this. Like this. Or, hold on, it would need to be the other way. Ah! 20. 20. And then here, we do 15 like that. There we go. Whoop. Like that. Whee! And then here, I'm also going to rotate it a little bit further. There we go. That's so much better. Not moving your head at all. Okay, gotcha. But anyway, here's the Evergliss attack animation. All the more reason to use Evergliss because this animation is peak, by the way. Peak. I'm telling you, look at this. Watch out. Yeah. This is like the peak of segmented part animation. Like, look at that. You're telling me this isn't awesome? Whee! Okay, the top back is a little stupid. The hop back sucks a little bit, but like, what can you do? You know? Loop. I just want to see what it looks like looped. It's like a cooler version of Timiglis's, because Timigliss, right? Physical attack animation spins around like that. But then it's like, oh yeah? Let's improve that. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the third stage, by the way. Can I be honest? I have no freaking idea what I'm going to do for the third stage. Like, for the attack animation, because it doesn't have a tail like that, so I can't really make a third form. Unless I can. Nah, there's no way. Okay. I come back to this one and it's like, wow. It's like not even close how good these animations are to each other. Then it cuts into... Anyway, we need to do special attack. Which for the special attack, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm getting better with time. That's what I'm saying. Whoop. Let's make this longer. I'm gonna move the body up a little bit. Like that. Because I want her to stand on her tippy toes. Like that. 15. 15. That is pretty tippy toes, I'm not gonna lie. It could be more though. Like this. We'll say 10 more. Like that. Whoop. And then, obviously, boop. And body, like that. And we're gonna move these a little bit, like that. And like this. And like this. And like that. There we go. You know, the feet stay pretty dang centered like they're supposed to here, and I'm kind of impressed. I'm not gonna lie. Whoop. And I'm gonna rotate them back 10. And then we're going to move the body. Where's the body? Here. Whoop. Like that. And then like this. Whoop. Oh lord, not like that. Like this. Ad break starting soon, chat. You know the drill. Ah! Like this. And then back down to normal. Whoop. Smooth like that. There we go. And then we make the bounciness. Whoop. Like that. Like that. And then like this, and then the bounciness should be done. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Ad break is starting. Oh well. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna make the special and status basically the same thing with slight alterations. Like, I'm gonna copy this and put it into status as well. And I'm gonna do... like this. Whoop. Like that. And then like this and that and this. And then that and this. And then like this. Whoop. There we go. The idea is coming together. Whoop. Then here. And then here. And then here. And then here. And then here. Boop. Boop. Like that. Like that. Like that. There we go. And then like that, and then back down. There we go. Boop. And then Vine 6 is the last one. Whoop. Like that. Whoop. I'm gonna rotate this one a little more upward. Like that. Whoop. There we go. Smooth. Like that. No, wait, hold on. Whoop. Like this. Smooth. I want to take this one. And then this needs to be further out, like that. And there we go. What is happening here, by the way? Whoop. There we go. And then for Vine 2, I can just kind of... I can just kind of tilt it every which way. Whoop. And... here. There we go. Twelve. 12. 12. 12. There we go. Now I have to do this for every one of them, don't I? Ah! Okay. Nope, I need the next one after that. I need Vine 4. And then it'll go this way. And this way. And this way. Whoop. Like that. I should be doing these all at once. Like that. Whoop. And like this. And like this. And then it gets centered out. There we go. Check that out. That works. Suddenly my ear is ringing. That happens to me sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure I'm fine. I don't know. My ear just seems to ring very randomly. Like, I can't... Like, it rings so infrequently. But, like... It'll be like once a month my ear just starts ringing at, like, a random time. And it'll happen for about 10 seconds. And I'll be like, what is causing my ear to ring? And then I'll forget it ever happened. And I'll, like... So I'm never going to figure out why my ears ring. Because they just... It's so infrequent that it doesn't even, like... My brain and my memory, like, don't permit me to learn, you know? Because I don't have a high enough memory level to... like track all of the circumstances, you know? My brain also can't animate and talk at the same time, apparently. What the heck is that about? Like, I'm sitting here, and I'm trying to, like, form words out of my mouth while doing this, and every time it's either I do one or the other, and then it's one or the other. And then, like, as soon as I'm looking at this and trying to figure out where the keyframe should go, it's like I can't talk anymore, and I can't multitask, and that's horrible for streaming. And yes, I'm ranting about this because it's been a problem for a very long time, as longtime viewers would know, that whenever I do this, I, like, go silent, and I was doing that earlier this stream, dude, and I'm mad about it. I'm mad, and I'm frustrated, and I wish I could get better at it. So I'm gonna animate the arms, and I'm gonna yap about something, okay, chat? So, this morning, I went, and I woke up, and I ran the dishwasher, right? Because I meant to last night, but then I forgot, so I ended up running the dishes this morning instead, which is like whatever, you know, like things happen, people forget things, and I was frustrated because I even like wrote myself a reminder so that I wouldn't forget that I ran to run the dishwasher last night, and I still forgot, which is like, wow, I like a tribute to how bad my memory is, right? But anyway, after that, I did some quick shopping, and there's like, I feel like every time I go shopping, just things get more expensive in general. Like, I feel like I'm not buying a whole lot different, or like a whole different like quantity of things a week. Like, heck, the past few weeks I haven't bought enough food for the week, and it's been like more expensive than it used to be. Which is frustrating, and I think anybody who pays for their own groceries would understand. But it's like, wow. And I found, like, I've been trying to find just, like, things to eat that are, like, protein, right? But doesn't have anything I'm allergic to in it, which is already a big ask, because I'm allergic to, like, the most common thing in food. The most common thing in processed food. And I'm looking for it to be, like, at least somewhat affordable. You know what I mean? Did my music just, like, disappear? What is happening? Hello? Okay, never mind. It just... Okay. There was just a pause for some reason. This will be 0.8. No, wait, hold on. Um, 0.8. Like that. And then here, 5.7. 5.7, like this. There we go. Whoop. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And then back to the normal position. Special attack. Imagine it uses energy ball and it does this. This is what happens when this guy uses Energy Ball. Or, like, Solar Beam. Solar Bleam. But Solar Blade, on the other hand... Achoo! You know? Pretty nice, pretty nice. That was my share, by the way. See, look, it creaks. Okay, well, it creaked enough. It's like when you pop your knuckles, like, you can't do it a bunch of times in a row. You gotta wait a little while to recharge, you know? Why is that, by the way? Does anybody ever think about that? Like, you like, pop your thumb, right? You can hear me doing it right now, and it's like, wow. You'd think that you can just, like, unpop your hands. Why can't you unpop your joints? Chat, look this up right now. Why can't you unpop your fingers? I feel like it would make sense if you were able to. Let's ask God. Yeah, God. Why can I not unpop my fingers? I want to unpop them so I can pop them again because it makes a fun noise. Same with your neck. I can go, ow, you heard that. But then it's like you can't like shrink your neck back in to like pop it again, you know? Yeah, make it happen, nerd. How did I even get on this topic? I don't even remember what I was talking about for like the past 5 minutes. And suddenly we're talking about unpopping your joints. You know what? Screw you. Unpops your fingers. I just joined, I don't know. That's fair, honestly. I don't remember what I think I was practicing yapping while animating because I started crashing out because I was trying to tell a story, and then every time I like place a keyframe down, I go silent for 5 seconds in the middle of the story, and I'm like, dang, I just need to practice animating and also like saying things at the same time. And I also need to remember what I said at the beginning of my sentence before I finish my sentence, because right there I wasn't even animating. I was just talking, and I forgot what I was talking about in the middle of my sentence where I started the topic that I was talking about, you know? Yapping. You know what? That can be a new term for it. Yap. We need an emote for yapping, and we need an emote for loading. Those are two emotes that I want to make for the Neon Riftborn Twitch channel. Neon Riff Yap and Neon Riff Think, you know? And then we also need an angry emote. Get on it! Okay, I'm sorry. We gotta finish these animations first, because we just did special attack, which I'm very happy with this animation. I don't know why. I made Everglass kind of like... Everglass likes to stand on its tiptoes. I don't know why I made this decision arbitrarily, but it's like just a character trait that this guy has. Whee! Battle Idol. Well, Battle Idol is fine, but then there's Physical Attack, which is peak, by the way. I'm never going to make an animation better than this. Wachoo! Yeah, the only reason I wouldn't pick Furley as my starter was so I can use Everglass on my team. And then Status is kind of the same thing. I have an idea. 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 Chat, I have an idea. Boop. Wait, hold on. I'm stupid. Copy the whole thing, idiot. Boop. Like that. It looks cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's also weird, because the pre-evolution does not stand on its tiptoes. And neither does the evolutions. Either of the evolutions. Oops, spoilers. Yeah, because Timiglos is very flat-footed. Meanwhile, this thing is arching. And I have an idea. I'm going to make it basically the same thing. But, status, it's going to have his eyes closed. Whoop. Like that. Imagine this thing using grass whistle like that. You know? And then for the leaf, I'm too lazy to animate this all again because it takes like 20 minutes. Not even kidding. So the vine, do it for the vine. Instead of going up like that, I think... Ooh, I have an idea. What if we just make it stand up? Because maybe it's like scattering spores with its vine, you know? Like that. Whoop. Like this, like... New Pokedex finish, Neon, if you want to see. Okay, I will take a look at it as soon as I'm done with this, okay? Boop, 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 boop. Whoop. Like that. And then, like this. Whoop. There we go. I think this needs to be higher up. Like that. Like that. And like that. Like that. Woo! Wait, this is becoming sick, actually. Whoop. Like that. Like that. Like that. And then the very last one. Whoop. Like that, and we just literally tilt these all forward. Whoop. There we go. This looks fine, honestly. I actually like this a whole lot. Whee! There we go. It's a little wonky at times. but it's fine. It's a little wonky at times, but it's fine, you know? Anyway, all that's left for us to do is look at Crimson's thing, first of all. He is created... Oh yeah, this guy. The octopus. We got Locupod, the land octopus Pokemon. It is said that this Pokemon is often found roaming rocky hills rich in rock salt, which also appears to be its primary source of food. Researchers remain unsure how Locupod is capable of consuming such large amounts of mineral-rich stone without harm. Locupod is generally known to be calm and relaxed Pokemon, but when threatened, it releases bursts of fire from the top of its head. These flames can reach temperatures of up to 1400 degrees Celsius. Despite being a cephalopod, Locupod does not live in or near water. In fact, it avoids water at all costs. Researchers are unsure as to why this is the case. One of Locupod's most notable features is its tendrils, which appear to be connected by a ghostly aura. The strange energy allows the tendrils to stretch much farther than expected, letting Locupod grasp objects or strike targets from surprising distances. I like this one, can I be honest? This one's sick. This one, I think, is one of my favorites that you've done in a while, Crimson. I like the idea of it just becoming, like, all, like, spindly and spider-like, and, like, crawling around with its ghost limbs. Because I can imagine when it's chilling, it's, like, all, like, coiled up like that, like how you have it in the picture. Sorry, I can't show on stream. But... I imagine when it walks like Coffagrigus. Alright, I'm going to copy the recoil from Timiglis. Boop. Everglass.recoil. Play once. Boop. Boop. I need head. Boop. Like that. And then I'm gonna bring up all the animators here. Eyes closed and eyes open. Okay, cool. Eyes, eyelids. He was fun to design. Will evolve though, might make it a special evolution. Ooh, exciting. Exciting. That sounds fun. Like you have to give it a salt rock orb since that's its main food source. You have to feed it so much that it inflates. There we go. It's kind of hard to animate this thing looking hurt when it's got this dopey freaking smile. But it's fine. And then we have cry, we have blink. All we have left to do is sleep. What did I do? Everglass.sleep. A feed-based evolution. Maybe you have to, like, get his fullness to 100 and then level him up. I don't know. Similar to Gimme Ghoul. Whoop. I'm gonna rotate this. 85 degrees. 85 sounds nice. Whoop. Like that. A little far back. There we go. And then 30. And then we do the other foot. We do 30. Now that's fun. I believe it. It sounds fun. And then we rotate like this. 25. 25. 20. 20. Rotate the head back a little bit. Like 5 degrees. Maybe its Evo will be a milestone for me because it's entry number 50. Oh! I didn't clock that. That's super cool. I want the arms to be down like this, but on the ground. So I'm gonna move the arms down like this. This one is at whatever rotation this is. 37. 37. This one's at negative 15. There we go. And then the arms can be rotated back a little as well. 12.5. 12.5. There we go. Technically makes you halfway to finishing, even though you're technically a bit further ahead. That's actually super sick. I'm not even close to halfway done. Heck, I'm not even a quarter of the way done. So, congrats to you, Crimson. You are making progress much more swimmingly than I am. Whoop. 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 Like that. To be fair, I also have one advantage. What's my advantage, huh? Whoop. Sleepy. There we go. And then your mons have code, animation, movesets, abilities, and so on. I mean, fair enough. I guess that is a good point. No, you completely got me there. I'm gonna be real. Everglass snores, by the way. Whoop. Hold on. It can be down like that, I guess. There we go. If you were just modeling them, you'd be finished by now. I'll also have more mons than you. Hi, AZ. How are you? AZ, check it out. We just finished all of the animations for this mon. Granted, we had a few that were made already, but we just finished animating all of them. And if you've played Neon's Fake Decks a lot, you might recognize this guy. This is Everglass, the evolution of this guy, who's also already in the game. So you can have them. We got Ground Idol, which I really didn't change all that much. This is pretty much what the Ground Idol was already. We've got Ground Walk, which I made a little faster paced. I guess this is just the recap in general. We've got Battle Idol, which I changed a little bit. I made like the feet stance up better so it looks more like stable. We got Physical Attack Animation, which is my magnum opus, and I will never top this. I will never top that animation, ever. Like, look at that. That's freaking crazy. I'm astonished at myself that I was able to do this, for the record. To anybody wondering. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the walk for your octopod. Locupod, my bad. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. It can't be any worse than animating like Roofin, or like a Minecraft spider. Here's the special attack animation. Right? And then I got kind of lazy for status because we're running out of time, but here's status. It's like kind of similar, but also different, you know? It seems so happy. Well, this is Everglass. It's no longer a prey Pokemon, so it's chillin', you know? We got the Faint. Whee! We got Recoil. We got the Cry, which already existed. I didn't change it. We got the Blink. And we got the Sleep, which we just made. I'm gonna be honest, this is one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, Evergliss is like top 3 Fakemon that I've ever made. Easily. So easily. Like, I almost like Evergliss more than I like the starters. Leon, wanna know something funny? What's up? What's something funny? Let me send a screenshot. Okay. While you do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up, because that is going to do it for today's stream. Unfortunately, we can't really implement them in the Minecraft right now because I don't have Minecraft open, and if I do, I'm afraid it's going to crash my stream like it did last time, so we're not going to do that, okay? But just trust me, that stuff's basically in the game already. I just need to update the poser, and it'll be finished, you know? Sent. Oh, he does have a mouth. He's got like a beak at the bottom of him. That's cool, actually. Nice detail. For context, Crimson made an octopus Fakemon, and he just sent it to me. And he's got a beak at the bottom that you can't see normally because it's like underneath him. But that's very cool. But anyways, I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in today. I appreciate every single one of you, whether you were here now or earlier or chatting or liking. It doesn't really matter. You all mean a lot, and it all supports me in some way or another. So thank you so much. And if you enjoyed what you saw, and you're on YouTube, consider liking and subscribing. And if you're on Twitch and you're not following yet, consider dropping a follow, because we are so close to 100 followers on Twitch, and that would be super awesome if we could hit that. And what else? Oh yeah, everyone, if the clip from today is ever brought up, you are all now, if you are here live, you are now required to like defend me in the context of that clip, so that's cool. But anyway, yada yada yada. We got a collab with Kato tomorrow, so that's exciting. So tune in for that, same time as today. We're going to be going back to the Create Aeronautics world, and we are going to hopefully get close to finishing our airplanes and whatnot. But anyway, once again, thanks so much for tuning in. I don't think we have enough people to really raid anyone today, unfortunately, but maybe next time, you know? But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. And between now and then, I wish you a very good night, / day, / afternoon, / whatever time it is. And until next time, okay? Bye-bye! Also, I'm keeping this ribboy on my head. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Wait, you're in front of me now. Wait, what the heck? I can...